Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this webinar. This is Santosh here. So today also we are going to discuss our Auditee app. The last webinar we covered, but one major feedback that we received from most of you is that many of you were not able to join. So that's why this time we thought we'll run you through the Auditee app again. Nilesh, if you can put your screen on a presentation mode. Yep. Yeah. So Nilesh will take us through the Auditee app today.
Sure. Let me know once we can start.
Yeah, we'll just give 2 minutes more for other interested people to join. Can you bring in your mobile screen also, Nilesh?
Yeah. Is my mobile screen not visible?
No, we are seeing a PowerPoint screen.
Okay. 1 minute.
Now we can see the Wiser screen.
Okay. And how about the mobile screen?
No, can't be seen. We are seeing only the Wiser screen. It's okay, don't bother. Let it come however it was on top of other screens. It's okay.
Okay. Yeah, Santosh, I'm sharing it again. Yeah, I hope my mobile screen is appearing now.
Yes. Can you then minimize the browser window that you are on? At least put it to your desktop or something.
Let me just.
Yeah, now we can see this on top of a PowerPoint screen.
Yeah, mobile app. I hope it is visible now.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay.
So, yeah. So good afternoon, everyone. We are starting. There are more joinees expected, but in the interest of time, we will get started. As in the last webinar, as I said in the beginning, we are showcasing the Auditee app, and it is more because from most of you, we heard back that you were not able to join the last webinar, and you would like to see the Auditee app. So that's the whole purpose and the reason why we thought we'll use this webinar also to showcase the Auditee app. So over to you, Nilesh.
Thank you, Santosh, for the introduction. Good afternoon, one and all present over here today. Thank you very much for joining this wonderful session on the Auditee mobile application. I hope, firstly, all of you and your family members are safe and healthy. please take utmost precautions in the given situation. Today we are going to talk about the Auditee mobile app, which is our latest innovation in the audit management solution. With proud, we can say that we are the first company in the world to come up with a mobile application for an auditee. Like you know that we already have a mobile application for an auditor, and that's when collecting a lot of suggestions and the feedback and your opinions, we got to work it upon that how to make the process more efficient, which saves more amount of time in the entire audit chain. And that is where we launched the Auditee mobile application recently. This is currently available for all of you to use it as a preview based until the end of February month. So we will request all of you to start downloading the application from the Android Play Store as well as iOS Store. It is available. Now, when we talk about innovations, so as a solution provider company, we have to understand a lot of things, that what all will be the next features that will be, a game changer feature, which will help you. And that's when the Auditee app was launched. Now, what does an Auditee app does? Similarly, you know that for the Auditee sign-off process, that is the entire sign-off process to the issue resolution process, the Auditee has to log in from their laptop as well as their desktop to complete their process. So now with the help of Auditee mobile app, they are not dependent on the desktop or the laptop. They can just use the mobile application, and the way they were doing the sign-off process and the issue resolution process, the same thing can be done from a mobile application. So the benefit to the organization and specific to the audit department is, one, you get a timely response. Say, for example, in a microfinance where the area manager is also on the field to go there. So, they are not dependent that, okay, they will come back to the office or then they will log into the laptop and do the sign off and the issue resolution process. So timely response can be viewed because they can just log in from the mobile app and complete their process. Second is, because of all these, the dependencies that we are removing it, the efficiency is what we are able to see, because now they can timely log in from the mobile app and give the responses. So we are not dependent on each other, and your audit activities does not get hold because the sign off has not happened. Similarly, in the case of the warehouse sector, where the warehouse in charge over there does not have a laptop or a desktop, so here it is not required. Immediately they can log in from the mobile application, give the responses wherever the non-conformity is raised by the inspector, and they can complete their process. So this is how the Auditee mobile app came into the thought, and we launched it. So as you all can see in the front screen, once you download the application from the Android as well as iOS, you have to add your subdomains, which you are today using for the auditor subdomain. The Auditee today, whoever are the auditees, their IDs and passwords through which they are logging from the web, similar way they have to log in on the mobile application. So in the username, as you can see, I've added this user as user3 as my Auditee ID, and then the password that we follow. So I'm just logging now. Once it is done, so we have to add the CAPTCHA also. The CAPTCHA can be refreshed also. And once I click on the continue, an OTP as a authentication factor, one OTP will come to my email ID. So all I have to do is I have to add the OTP. The auditees can also create their MPIN like the auditors are able to do it. So in case, they don't want to log in with their user ID and the password, so for an ease of purpose, they can set up their MPIN number. For now, I'm just skipping this process. And once it is done, the Auditee logs in. So this is how the front screen of the Auditee mobile app will look into place. On the left top hand side, there are three lines. If you click on that, first is here we get to see the details that the auditee name will be there. Whoever is the auditee user, their name, their photo will appear. Then there are the features for the auditee mobile application that you all can see, that is my audits. So in my audits, all the audits that is being done on me, that is on the auditee, it gets appear here. Then all the issues that are getting raised by the auditors, that gets listed in the issue module. Then we have a process and policy document, similarly like web. So all the standard operating procedures guidelines which is being uploaded by the admin, that can be viewed by the auditee to understand all the SOPs, all the workflows that are associated for their process. So they can have a view of that also. Then we have a messaging, that is the in-app notification, so which we are able to see all the notifications and the reminders that has been set by the system that is already configured. So that gives us all the information within tips, that how many issues are overdue, how many issues are due, how many got closed, what is the status, if there is any escalation that has happened. So all in the form of the notification will appear on my screen. And then we have the settings. In the settings is what we can set up our profile, like we can add our profile picture. In case you want to change the password, you can do that. You want to update the MPIN number, you can change it. You want to change the picture also, that is also possible. And then there is light and this power saver. In case, I know now it is 60%, so I need not worry. But when it is about 15%, 18%, and I'm on the move to complete my process, so I can just switch to power saver mode. So automatically the UI will also get changed and it will save a lot of battery for you. Then as a next release feature, because this is currently a preview app that we have introduced, as a next phase, we will be adding the offline feature also, similarly for the auditors that we have, where the audit execution is not dependent upon the internet or the network. Similarly, we understand that the auditees are also working majority of them are working in the remote areas where there are chances that the internet may be not strong. So in view of that, we are coming up with the offline feature also. So that will not disturb the auditee sign-off process or the resolution process. So once that comes in, then we have more features to be added, that is backup to the data server, the syncing feature, and all that will be available for the auditee. So these were the quick features that you all saw in the auditee for the auditee user. Now, when you look into my front screen, here it is showing that there are around 944 audits to review, wherein I have to do the sign-off process. And in the below here, I am able to see the count of how many issues which is yet to be resolved by the auditee. So that is where the count is getting highlighted. And below, all the issues that are overdue, that are escalations, or that is in due, that gets highlighted in the notification column in the among messages. So around 34 messages are yet to be viewed by me. So as a first step, what I will do is I will go to the audits to review. Now, say for example, once the audit is completed by the auditor, so as a next step, the auditee will log in and they will do the sign-off process, where they will accept or they will request for a re-examine for the certain non-conformities raised by the auditor. So in the review, there are different options that you can see, that is past, that is whatever audits in the past that is being done, that how many was being accepted by me, how many got finalized, how many in review, and all we are able to see. And then if you click on the upcoming audits, so whichever audits are in progress or whichever audits have submitted by the auditor, where the sign-off is required, that I would be able to see in the screen, that whichever the audits have been submitted. Apart from this, we can do here you can arrange in the ascending or the descending order. Plus, you can also sort by the audit date, audit type, or audit status. So in case you just want to see audit status wise, you click on this. So automatically only all the submitted status wise information will be available. Apart from this, on the right hand side, we have a search icon also, where I can just click on the search icon and all the information will appear, like what search filter you want to use it, whether you want to do it date by date or whether you want to select a particular audit type, that is if you want to see at a audit program level or at a respective auditee level or at a status level. So that will get appeared. So say for example, I am selecting audit type and here I want to type the Feb. Say this is one I had done, February 22 webinar audit. I am selecting that and I have added this and now I will just search. So only the webinar audit related to the Feb 2022 will get appeared here. That is, this is submitted. And the auditee is definitely me and the date and the time was 7th. So once I click on this, I will be able to go to the inside details of whatever the subgroups are there and wherever the non-conformity or the non-compliances are raised by the auditor. So this is, I had bifurcated into two to give you different scenarios. So one is related to the application that the non-conformity has come in and safety audits. So once I click on this below icon, I will be able to go to the, which all the questions are there where the sign off is required. So either I can select all and I can give an acceptance and I can sign off, or either if I want to go question by question, I can go inside the question. So that's how the question will appear for the auditee, that this was a question of personal details of a borrower. Then the compliance was selected as non-compliance by the auditor. Standard observation was selected this. And then I can see if there were any evidences captured by the auditor. That is not there. In case if the auditor captures any evidence for the said question, that will appear in the evidence section for the auditee. And then the remarks of the auditor, the comments given by the auditor. So here they have given that this is wrongly information entered of the borrower. So while I'm looking into it, if I feel that yes, there is a issue and I need to acknowledge and accept this, so I can do that. Then I can also see that what is the due date by when the issue needs to get fixed. So that is getting highlighted here. So by 12th of February, I need to give the issue resolution. This is in the case where the admin has configured the audit program as based on submission date or based on finalization date. In case if the audit program has something like proposed by auditee, in that case, the due date option will be blank, where the auditee user will decide by when they would like to resolve the said issue. Now I'm adding my comments into the auditee section. I have gone through the entire detail. I'll say that I acknowledge this and will fix this before due date. And I'll say I am accepting it. So this is updated and it will take me to the next question. Now, say for example, this question, I want to pick it up. Again, the same way the question will get appear. So this is related to the employment or the occupational detail of the borrower. It was a non-conformance and I'll see if there is any evidence captured by the auditor, none. Any remarks given by the auditor. Here the auditor says that the details are incorrect, but I have a difference of opinion here and I don't want to accept this. I want to request for a re-examine, wherein I am differing from the auditor's observation here. So once I click on this re-examine, what I used to do it in the web, if I try to do this, it will not allow me. It will ask me to capture the evidence that why am I saying that this is a re-examine one. So I will go to the evidence section and then I will just select the file to upload. Similar way, the Auditee can capture the evidences in the form of image, video, and audio. So let us take that I want to capture this image. So once the image is getting captured, it will get appeared here in an encrypted mode. And on the right hand side, you can see that there is a green stamp. So this is the evidence that is captured by the Auditee that I'm able to see it. Now, before publishing it, we got some of the feedbacks when we were launching the Auditee app. We took some of the suggestions where you all said that once the evidence is getting captured, the auditee should have a view option also, that they should be able to view that what evidence they have captured, just to be on the safer side, or just to be ensuring that yes, this is the proper evidence that we wanted to capture. And also an option that in case if a wrong evidence got captured, that should get deleted, or a blur photo got captured, that should get deleted. So here we have added this. There is an eye icon. If you click on that, the auditee can view that what was the evidence that they have captured. This will automatically get converted into auto rename will happen, similarly like it happens for the auditor's mobile app. And that's when if I'm satisfied, then I can publish this. Or in case I want to delete this, I have an option to delete also. And now I can come, once I have captured the evidence, I will say that to the to the reviewer, I'm giving the comments as there seems no issue here. Have attached the evidence. And I will say re-examine. So this is getting updated. And now,
yes, for one point I would like to add is among the list of attachments seen, there is a green badge that's shown. So wherever there is that green badge, that will be seen as the issue listing, Nilesh, if you can go.
Yeah.
Inside the issue, if you can get in, where you see the attachments or the images or the evidences.
I'll just
the right hand top, just capture one. On the top right hand corner, there's a green badge, which means that is editable. Until the green badge is there, it can be edited. Edited in the sense it can be deleted also. Yeah.
So once all of them is done, I'll just say this is in case you want to do a multi-question, like you have to select multiple questions and give the sign off that yes, you are accepting this. You can acknowledge that also. Now then we come to the next, that is the next group, that is it was related to the safety audit. Now again here we are able to see there is 3 non-conformity raised by the auditor. In case you want to select multiple questions and give the sign off, you can do that. I'm seeing that this is a question related to the fire extinguishers, whether it was been available and the servicing was done. The auditor said non-compliance, and it is in case what is the guidelines given to the auditor, and if there is any evidence captured by the auditor, that will again appear here. And here the remarks is it is not renewed, could be a threat. So here I'll say that I have already informed the HR and admin will get it done. And I'll say this is accepted. So this I have accepted. And for this question, I may go and again I'll say that no. I have to give my comments. Evidence captured. And I'll say this is rejected. So this has gone for the re-examination. And then once the last question comes in, I'll say, okay, this also I'm accepting. And once this is done, we can sign off. And I can now sign off this main audit. So this is successfully signed off. So what I was, in case if as a auditee, if I am also at field or I am occupied with some other process wherein, an immediate sign off is required, where your process is getting stuck, you can just inform the auditee. They can just log into the Auditee app and they can give their sign off from there. So this is on how the sign off can happen. Now we come to the next section, that how many, once this is done, now you can see that one count got dropped because one audit I have reviewed it. Now again, now I have to fix up the issue. So I can come to the issue column where the 1786 issues are to be resolved. So I can just click on them, and here in the issue I have three options. One is due, which are due for me, and the another one is which are overdue. That there was a certain tag assigned to the auditee, and within that tag the auditee could not resolve the issue. So that is there, that all the issues will come in the overdue, those if failing to meet the tag. And then we have the closed. So again, in the issue also, you can come here and you can use the search bar, and whatever filtration you want to use, you can do that. Or you can sort also by what you want to sort it, by the start date or by audit type or by auditee name or by issue status. You can do that. So I am going to the overdue first, and I will see all the accepted ones, whichever are there. So let us take that this was one overdue. I will select that, and I'll see this was one particular question, and whatever the remarks was there, and the due date info, and the due date was this, that by 3rd of February the resolution should have happened, but it has not happened. So immediately I'm going to the overdue ones, and I'm first responding and fixing up those issues. So here I'll say I have fixed this, and I will give the evidence also. In case you want to give an audio, you can do that. In case you want to give the video, you can do that. Now here, in case, I have viewed this and I think there is a mistakenly a wrong evidence, I captured it. So before it gets published, I can delete it. So it will ask you that, are you sure you want to delete this? You say yes. So this is deleted. Again, now you can upload a fresh file that you want to do it. And now I can state that respond. So once this is done, the issue updated is successfully. So this is done. So immediately I can go and I can first respond to all the overdue issues first. Now this is also one. Now we see that the due date was 10th January and it is already overdue. I have not done. This was related to the branch ambience, that it is not good. So again, I will say that I have added a process to clean all the desk once in 2 days post 5 p.m. To give the evidence, again, I can now give the photo of the desk. And I am responding this. You can even sort here by the date one. If you want to pick it up, you can come and you can select that what dates you want to select. You can select that also. And then you can see all the closed issues that were there. So these are resolved, these are closed, all the statuses of all that. will be appearing in front of the auditee. And then when we come down below the messaging section, wherever there is an overdue escalation reminder, we can open that and we can see the information that this is related to the loan agreement, and the group name was disbursement process, and this is a high risk, and this is overdue. This is the date, and this is the second question of the recording of the loan from the loan application process. Then CR loan appraisal process. So all that, whichever are the overdue, that gets highlighted for the auditee. So their immediate attention goes to these issues. In spite of having a very busy calendar, they will be having time to log into the mobile application and they can see, and wherever the critical issues are there, like the zero tolerance and high, they can immediately give the resolution. So they don't have to even log into their laptop or look into the audits. Because of the notification availability, everything is visible in front of them. Now, speaking about the security aspect point of view, the data is very secure in the Auditee mobile application also, because why? We are following the top 10 OF guidelines, and we ourselves are getting audited twice a year. So all the VAPT testing and all, we do it on ourselves twice a year. So there are no chances of any data leakage can happen. No evidence, no report gets saved on the phone gallery. And like the auditor's application, nothing can be uploaded also from the phone gallery. The auditee will have to log into the system. They will have to capture the real-time digital evidences on that part.
1 second, Nilesh, we'll take a
yes,
pause.
Santosh, please.
Yeah. Have you covered all the messages, reminders, and all of that?
Yes. Yes, Santosh.
Yeah. Okay. One moment. So we'll just see if there is any question. So far, we have had 2 or 3 questions. One is how to log in. I think that was asked before Nilesh showed the login details. So first, once you download, there is a place to enter your subdomain name. So you will have to enter that. If anyone wants clarity on their subdomain name, then you can reach out to the Audit 360 support team or the internal support team. Then after that, it is the normal process of entering the user ID and password. All auditees who have access to Audit 360 web app today will have access to the mobile app. Now, the web app, the auditor's app is shown in blue color in Play Store or App Store. The Auditee app will come in an amber color. It is also mentioned in brackets as Auditee. Audit 360 in brackets Auditee.
So all we have to do is just install it from the Android or Play Store. So we are just showing you the first steps. Once you search it, and once the app gets downloaded, all we have to do is open. It will ask please enter the client name. So you can add your subdomain name, similarly what you use for your auditor's mobile application as a first step. So I am just adding mine. Once the subdomain name is added, click on submit. It will take you to the username. And that is where the auditees can add, they can just type their email ID, the auditee user, the email ID and the password, and enter the CAPTCHA, and OTP will come to their email ID. Once the OTP comes in, they can log in. Then it goes to the front page. Santosh, I'm just logging. Meanwhile, can you check if any more questions?
No, this was the only question. 1 second. So there are two more questions. What happens when the phone battery goes off? Did you mention about the manual sync process?
Yes, I will just show it to you again.
Mm.
So once we log in, like this, the OTP will come to our email IDs. So say for example, when the battery is about to drain, so all we can come here and in the settings section, when you go below, there is sync data. So you can just come here and you can click on the syncing. So automatically it will sync it. And in case of any troubleshooting and all, you want to take a backup also, you can come here and you can take it. Yes, Santosh.
Yeah. Also show all the other features like profile updates and all of that.
Yes. So
Setting up
here,
a pin, or these are all there in the current
profile,
application. So still,
yes. So in the Auditee, say for example, this is my profile and I want to change the password, I can come and I can change. In case I want to add the MPIN number, I can come here and I can add it. Once this is done, now I don't need the email ID and the password. I can directly log in from the MPIN number also for an ease of access. So all that is available in the settings. And in case I have to add my picture, I can come and I can add the picture. And say in case if the battery drops below 15% and you want to switch it to a power saver mode, you can just come and you can quickly change to the power saver mode.
one second, there is one more question on how will it benefit the entire audit process, where the desktop or laptop is part of IT infra. It is understood that it will definitely be beneficial where it is not part of the IT infra. So here the point is, irrespective of the asset to the auditee user being provided by the IT team, the ability to access the asset, especially in a warehouse or a microfinance scenario, the respondent or the auditee is not always there in the branch. They also have to be out on the field, taking care of their core job responsibilities. In such a scenario, today they are bound to come back to office and take care of the work from the Audit 360 web app by accessing their desktop or laptop, even if they are in a position to respond to a certain issue otherwise. So here what happens is they are being enabled to respond to the auditor's observations or queries even while they're on the move, they are traveling, or maybe trying to work for an hour from their home. Wherever they can access this through the mobile application, give answers, accept or what you call request to reconsider the auditor's observations, see the notifications, be notified in terms of reminders, escalations. So there is a lot of ease that comes in. Now, how will an auditee's ease help the overall audit process? It is Otherwise, the auditee was always what you call dependent on his desktop or laptop device. Therefore, there is a time when he or she can access that device, and therefore there is a delay that was possible. Here, in this case, it is not the case. What you call the auditee carries the smartphone with him or her at any given point in time. So as and when they have time, they can respond. So in our opinion, the overall speed at which an audit is closed, an issue is closed, that improves. And that increases the efficiency of the overall internal audit process. That's how it comes back to add to the internal audit process. Yeah.
Yes, Santosh. Any further questions?
I'm just seeing currently, I guess there is none.
Okay. So what we will request all of you is that you all download the applications and start using it. Ask your auditees to log in, and because they will be the best persons to use the process and do it from the mobile application. And if there is any suggestions, any feedback that is there, do let us know. So Auditee app is a paid application. So the preview timeline is up to the February end, and after which or during this period, if you feel that yes, the Auditee application adds a lot of value to your process, then do get in touch with your respective relationship managers for the pricing discussions. We have kept the Auditee app pricing at a very minimal pricing, so that you can speak to your respective relationship managers and can get the pricings also.
Any other questions from anyone? Nilesh, you've covered all the other modules.
Yes, Santosh.
The notifications, where does that come? Have you shown all of that?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. And the profile section also.
Correct. Done.
All of it has been covered. Yeah. So we'll just see if there are any further questions from anyone. So we have already started having some interesting conversations around the usage of Audit 360 with some of you. We welcome all of you to try it out, get a direct feedback from the on-field auditee team, which may help you to take a call. So you have time, 3 weeks is still there. We had initially planned to give this preview till mid of this month, but then we thought we'll extend it till end of the month. So as of now, it is available till 28th of February. So anyone who wants to try this, please go ahead. The users, any user currently configured in Audit 360 as an auditee user will have access to the mobile application, and it will be on a free preview basis until 28th of this month. Once you have used it and you find it useful and you want to continue using it, please feel free to get in touch with us. Any questions, anyone? Just getting a suggestion that app for the admin users is something good to consider at this point in time. So very much that's also in consideration. We may at this point uh, not be able to give all features that is there on the web for the admin users on mobile because some of the features are too complex. Having said that, giving the dashboard access, giving some approvals, that is the schedule related approvals and all of that, notifications, all of that will definitely add value. So currently, along with the Auditee app, there are two things that we are working on. One is the next release, next upcoming features of the Auditee app, predominantly the offline feature. And then we are revamping the auditors app as well as we speak. So we are trying to give it a new look in line with the design language that we have used in the Auditee app. So we can expect a new auditors app that will just be an upgradation of the existing app uh, as it is currently already part of a license. There may not be an additional license or anything involved there. Just an upgradation of the existing app to give a better usability to the end user. And after that, obviously, we will get into the admin users app. And one more thing there is access to the dashboard and things like that. So there is one more question. Will the auditee be able to see the scoring and rating and all of that? This I have to confirm. Currently, I'm not sure if it is there, but even if it is not there, it will definitely be added in the upgrade. That's the idea. The full report will definitely be made available to the auditee. It may not be downloadable, but it will definitely be accessible.
Any further questions, Santosh?
None.
So in case all of you need any help in the Auditee mobile app or you want to see a quick glimpse through a video and all, please do let us know. We will arrange it for you.
One more question. Can auditee have a summary of issues reported for a particular audit? Yes, that is very, very much there. So if you go under the issues tab here, Nilesh, if you can do and go on to the search mode, search a specific audit, a date range, then that becomes a list of summary of issues reported for a particular audit. It is definitely available. That's the next question. So, yeah.
Just search and okay, your take a bigger one. So like this, all the things will appear. And also on the search icon, if you see, you would be able to see how many filters you have used it to get the desired result. Or even if you want to look at based on the auditor, you want to find the information for a specific auditor wise, you can pick up that also. So I'll pick up Nilesh's name and I will just say, okay, this. So now it will show you only the audits that Nilesh has done it. And I can resolve it. So in both the tabs, that is the audits to be reviewed or audits to be resolved, we have given you the search icon where you can filter what information you are looking for specifically to look in. According to that, you will get the desired result. Like this, if you come to my audits, review audit also, all the information you can see. Santosh, any more questions?
No more questions.
Okay.
That's all. I think then we'll wind up the call now. Thank you everyone for taking time out and joining this webinar. As usual, look forward to your valuable feedback and suggestions for upcoming sessions. If you have any suggestions on what we should cover in the next webinar, please do feel free to let us know. We are looking forward to your suggestions. There is, I think, one more question. Can multiple Auditee user access the app through their different device? One user can access the application from one device, and any number of Auditee users can have access. As many Auditee users currently are having access to the web app, a similar number of users will have access. And one user can have, at a time, can access it through one app.
One app, correct.
Yeah.
The
So
Auditee
then,
app,
yeah,
just one point to add, the Auditee app that we have designed it, we have kept it very simple. Whatever the important informations uh, which requires a lot of visibility, that all we have added here. So it becomes it becomes easy for an auditee also, that what important things first they need to relook and fix up that, and then come to the remaining parts. So all that they would be able to enjoy using the Auditee mobile app. So I think, yes,
one
thank you
more
very
question.
much.
If
Yes.
suppose a user is using app and another is using web, it is possible. Depending on number of licenses you have taken, there could be users allowed. So if you have a total of 25 Auditee users and you want to take it only for 10 of the users, possible. The others can continue using the web. Okay, so on that note, we conclude. Thank you everyone for joining. Look forward to your suggestions as usual. Thank you. Have a great day ahead.
Thank you, everyone.